Probability of me understanding this.
A mattress that responds as you move? It's not a dream, only its Sleep Number.
The probability of me understanding this is 0.
You should AI that with Copilot.
Explain it to me like
I can't believe I did this, bro. Welcome everyone into today's webcast of the Simply Space Emperor engine, the sea level version of our Emperor engine, which is on our booster. We're going to be attempting a full duration static fire, and this terminal count should be starting up very, very soon.
Simply Space Mission Control, this is a briefing on today's attempt. We are attempting a full duration burn of our sea level engine. Stand by at desk until engine is saved.
Sounds like we got the mission control already going. We got the clock here, and we are going to be counting down from 15 minutes here. I'm able to start way earlier because I'm actually like live streaming it. These aren't pre-recorded. This entire test is not going to be with any human input. This is completely flight computer. Genuinely, this is completely code that, like, this is completely Python. This entire test is going to be completely handled by the flight computer, which I nicknamed Bear. The Bear flight computer is just, there's going to be no human input this test. Normally I pre-record, edit it, and then stream it, you know, and I do the fraud on everything. No, this is completely, like, coded. This is completely,
Meteorology is go.
Sounds like the weather is go. They're good to know as well. But this is completely auto-generated. Like, the call-outs are literally code. They're literally Python. There's, like, a tool in Python you can use to, like, have it do TTS. That is it. And, like, they're, like, randomized. So there's random callouts. It's super realistic now. The velocity is on your screen, although it is not going to be needed for today's attempt, as we are not going to be moving at all. Well, hopefully we don't move. If we move, something bad went terribly wrong. But we're going to be aiming for an approximately 145 second attempt today. Approximately 145 second attempt today. We are going to be simulating throttle ups and throttle downs for max Q, and hopefully the engine holds up, but we are able to hold this clock.
Fuel is ready.
Way better. Sounds like the fuel is a go right there. But there is a built-in hold that we will take at T-minus 2 minutes. It lets us make sure the flight computer's ready. It makes us it makes us like be able to know, like, check the flight computer, the fuel levels, the pressures, the temperatures, everything like that. Make sure the engine and everything is completely go for today's attempt. Looks like we're approaching 12 minutes here and counting till today's attempt. And since this is completely live, I can answer your questions. So if you have any questions about Simply Space, Pulse, anything like that, drop them in the chat and I can answer them. Coming up on 12 minutes here. We're passing through 12 minutes until hopefully ignition. But there is a T-minus 2 minute hold that we will be taking. If you're not sure what's on your screen, this is our test stand, our Emperor test stand. On each end there is a sea level and a vacuum engine, and they're connected to some fuel. So in the fuel in there is like the booster is on Pulse, so we can get the most accurate testing results and testing data. Coming up on 11 minutes until ignition. Looks like we're passing through 11 minutes with no problem here, hopefully. Looks like we are there. Good to know. Passing
All
right
systems
through 11
nominal.
minutes.
Coming up on go no go poll.
Sounds like mission control is coming up on the go/no-go poll for today's attempt. And good to hear that all systems are currently nominal. Pulse is, like us Simply Space, we are accepting payloads to be sent for Pulse to be able to launch. If you want to learn more, visit our website at https://sites.google.com/simplyspace/sfs/home. It should take you to it. And looks like we're going through T-minus 10 minutes.
Launch director, commencing go no go poll.
Range safety is go. Fuel team is go.
Weather is go.
Ground teams is go. Recovery is go. Test director is go. All systems go. We are go for launch.
Okay, good to hear there. We are go for today's attempt. Everybody is go. Looks like we're coming up on T-minus 9 minutes here.
Recovery teams are standing by.
Recovery teams are standing by. That is good to know that they are ready if something bad happens. Which hopefully shouldn't, but can't be too for sure in spaceflight. Looks like we did pass through T-minus 9 minutes very well. And more about Pulse here is that it is going to be our flagship orbital class rocket that we are currently developing, but it is going to be our flagship. It will be able to take payloads to LEO. It is not reusable, it is fully expendable. Obviously we can make more rockets, but this is going to be the easiest thing for us to do right now, is to just keep it expendable and things simple. Obviously, if you've seen our ERV-1 mission where we got sent our payload, our experimental re-entry vehicle to LEO with Skyward Aerospace, and then we deorbited it and successfully rendered and landed on Earth, which gives us a ton of testing data and a ton of data for future vehicles and projects that we may have. Coming up on T-minus 7 minutes until ignition. And do remember, we are going to be holding at T-minus 2 minutes just to check over everything and make sure everything is go, because this is a full duration.
Test director confirms, we are go for launch.
Good to hear there that we are go for today's ignition. For sure. Now, if you have any questions in chat, make sure you can drop them in chat. Everything on your screen here is being controlled by my flight computer Bear. I've got it to almost send stuff to orbit in our simulations. It can almost send things to orbit, which is very good. We'll keep perfecting it and perfecting it, making it better and better. That way when it comes to Pulse time, it'll be ready to shine, but we're putting it through a ton of tough simulations just to make sure it's good. And those will be posted on our channel very, very soon here. This channel, Trixie Space. Or just Trixie now. Coming up on T-minus 5 minutes. What you see on your screen is somehow, I did in OBS, it was complicated, but somehow able to do it in OBS. Alright, looks like here we are at T-minus 5 minutes.
T-minus 5 minutes. Autopilot is armed.
There we go, good to hear that the flight computer is armed. Good to know, good to know. Flight computer's still not in charge of the count. That happens at T-minus 2 minutes as well, whenever we do hold. I can approve here in the commentary box that everything looks go for today's attempt. Hopefully that sticks up and stays how it is, but range is clear, weather is good, everything looks good. Hopefully that keeps up. Looks like we're also here coming up T-minus 4 minutes. Looks like we're passing through that without any harm. under 4 minutes or 240 seconds until ignition of our orbital class, engine. Our sea level version of our Emperor engine will be used on the booster of Pulse. It will carry Pulse up into space, and then the second stage will take over with the vacuum engine to take it into orbit. Pulse's second stage will deorbit in our support of keeping space junk free. Here we go as well, coming up on T-minus 3 minutes. Not a very big milestone, but still a milestone. Here we are, T-minus 3 minutes. We are approaching that 2-minute hold very, very soon. Remember, if you're just joining us, you are looking at our Emperor sea level engine, which is about to be doing a full duration static fire. It will be flying on the booster of our Pulse V1 rocket. Pulse will go to orbit, hopefully. Okay, here we are approaching that 2-minute hold here. Very, very soon to get into it.
T-minus 2 minutes. Switching to internal power and flight computer.
There we go. Looks like we're going to be holding here for a bit, which is completely nominal and completely planned. And I did just hear confirmation that the clock is ready to resume. Hopefully we see that soon. Clock has resumed. Here we go, the clock has resumed. We are counting down to the longest engine burn we have ever done on our engines. This is completely live and is going to be completely controlled with no human input by our brand new flight computer bear. Made of Python, it can hold, do random callouts, random holds, and simulated checks that SFS normally can't do. Looks like we're coming up on T-minus 1 minute until the ignition of this engine. We are going to be targeting an approximately 145 second burn with throttling up and down for simulated max Q. Here we go, T-minus 50 seconds. Nerves are settling in. Brand new debut for this flight computer, which has been put through simulations for whenever it's ready to fly on Pulse. And here we are coming up on T-minus 30 seconds.
T-minus 30 seconds.
And this mission control is TTS that is being played live and made live with the code, with the flight computer. Alright, here we go. T-minus 15 seconds, and we're listening in the mission control.
T-minus 15 seconds.
And see y'all during or after the burn.
T-minus 10 seconds.
T-minus 5 seconds.
Pre-burner ignition.
Ignition.
pressures and temperatures on Emperor engine are nominal.
Good to hear there that the pressures and temperatures are nominal. And we'll be coming up very, very soon on that throttle down and throttle up for simulated max Q. Remember, this is completely controlled by our flight computer Bear with no human input at all. Here we are passing through 1 minute of burn time. This is a huge milestone. We are gathering so much important data.
Throttle down for simulated max Q.
Here's that throttle down.
Throttle up.
And there we are, back at full power. That marks about a little over halfway of the burn completed. About 20 seconds, 15 seconds away from the shutdown of this burn.
Shutdown. All temperatures and pressures look nominal.
Looks like we've had a overrun, but I do hear mission controllers are overriding the computer right now. Okay, mission controllers to save the day. Oh my gosh, the flight computer or the engine bugged out. That could have been terrible. Stuck at full power. Luckily, the mission controllers were able to override and shut down the engine. But what a milestone for Simply Space here. Full duration burn of this engine. This we'll definitely do another full burn since that just happened. That mishap with the flight computer there. But besides that, that looked completely good. That looked amazing. Such a clean burn. Be on the lookout for the next full burn attempt. Should be very, very soon. Once we figure out what went wrong with the flight computer there, probably just a software bug. Hopefully nothing got damaged with the engine with that jump from 40% to 100% like that, with no prior like expectance of that. But we'll check it out, inspect it. Make sure to keep an eye on our community post. And I think that's going to do it for this webcast. What a debut for the flight computer. What a debut. Anyways, yep, that's going to do it. I hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, keep an eye on our community post. And what a debut. What a debut. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.